One creamer, one sweetener. Hi, welcome back, everybody. It's CTV Morning Live. We're live where you live in Renfrew, and I'm with MJ Blimke, NHA historian. MJ, how are you?
Good, yourself?
Hey, nice to meet you, my friend. Listen, some people claim, and I'm a believer, that Renfrew, this particular area, is the birthplace of professional hockey.
Yes, it is. What happened is back in 1908, when Renfrew tried to challenge Montreal Wanderers for the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
The Wanderers wouldn't accept the challenge because Renfrew had a population of less than 2,000.
Gotcha.
And when Dawson City came down, Ottawa lost too much money, so they decided they wouldn't play against a team with less than 2,000 people.
Right.
So what happened is Renfrew, then the O'Briens got into the picture the next year, and they formed the Creamery Kings.
Yes.
And they sent, M.J. O'Brien sent Ambrose, his son, down to Montreal to enter Renfrew into the Eastern Canada Hockey League.
Right, so that was the beginnings of the ECHL?
CHL, Canadian Hockey Association.
Oh, the Canadian Hockey Association. Now, it wasn't even called the Stanley Cup at that point, was it?
No, Dominion Challenge Cup.
The Dominion Challenge Cup?
Right.
And then when did it become the Stanley Cup? 28?
1928 is when they said you couldn't challenge for it anymore. And they formed two divisions.
Yeah.
And you had to play in those divisions in order to be eligible for it.
Gotcha. And at that point, did Renfrew still have a team involved at that point?
No, Renfrew only was in the league for 2 years.
Yeah, because you had the Rivers.
Okay, the Rivers are the ones that challenged the Wanderers in 1908.
Right, and then the Millionaires.
The Creamery Kings.
Creamery Kings.
Slang name Millionaires.
Is that right?
And
you've actually got a Renfrew Millionaires shirt on.
Right.
That's very cool. I like that.
Yeah, well, that's an old-timers team.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's still an old-timers team called the Millionaires?
Called the Millionaires, yeah.
So, in your estimation, is this then what ultimately led to the NHL being formed?
Okay, the NHA, what happened, the NHA started in 1908 when Renfrew couldn't get into the CHA.
Yeah.
And they left the Montreal Wanderers in the Eastern Canada Hockey League.
Gotcha.
Because they were paying players. That's what they were logging.
The Wanderers were, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's why they shut down the Eastern Canada Hockey League and opened up the Canadian Hockey Association.
Yeah, yeah.
So Jimmy Gardner of the Wanderers and Ambrose O'Brien got together. And what happened is they said that O'Brien said, okay, fine, I got two teams up north, one in Cobalt and one in Haileybury. So we'll move them out of the Temiskaming League into the NHA and Renfrew and the Wanderers. And for the fifth team, and to give the Wanderers an intercity rivalry, they formed the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah, so that's where the Canadians were born.
The Canadians were born, and O'Brien, an old M.J. O'Brien, said that he would bankroll Cobalt, Haileybury, Renfrew, and Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah.
The Wanderers were the fifth team, and he sent the telegram to Ambrose in Montreal.
Yeah.
That was the birthplace of the NHA.
Right then and there.
At that point.
And the NHA ultimately became the NHL.
Okay, then in 17, Eddie Livingston was a little arrogant, so they wanted to get rid of Eddie Livingston.
Yeah.
So what they did is they shut down the NHA, opened up the NHL, left him in the NHA and all the other teams in the NHL. It's
a fascinating story, and it takes more than a few minutes to tell. Where did you get all this information? You just tracked it over time?
Oh, yes. Out of the 75th anniversary book of the NHL.
Yeah.
It's in there. There's 20 pages in the Montreal Canadiens, a book of 100 Years of Glory.
Right, right.
And then back when I was in the early 50s, we used to think that we get here, Renfrew's Montreal Canadiens, and then the Toronto Maple Leafs is the franchise of the Millionaires.
That's right, that's right. It's an amazing story. Listen, thanks for coming by to tell us all about it, and I don't know, maybe you should have your own museum around here, my friend.
We're trying to open up.
Are you trying to do that?
Yes, we are.
Well, let us know how that goes.
Okay, well.
All right, because I'd be more than happy to come down and see it, I'll tell you that, and a lot of people would.
Yeah.
MJ, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
How about that, eh? Renfrew, the birthplace of pro hockey as we know it today. No kidding. And home to the best bacon sandwiches I've ever had. I'm on sandwich number 2. You better get down here to Town Hall and have one before I eat another. Hour 2 of CTV Morning Live from Renfrew is coming up.